Yeah, this looks bad. My beds are Some of my beds are having diarrhea, and according to the way this looks, if I don't react fast, like most of them will have diarrhea. So as you take a look how the backside looks, this is how beds look when they're having diarrhea. You see it from the back, like, oh, okay, beds are not supposed to be like this. So for those who are not aware how beds look when they have diarrhea, when they have, most of them, if it's not yet waste and they're about to develop, I want you to take a look at how these beds look. You see this one. Most of the beds, when they're having diarrhea, one of the symptoms you can notice is first, you see from the poo-poo, like, the poo-poo is not dry. The poo-poo got some color which is strange, and the look, you see how the head is it's not putting up like the head, like the way the normal beds are putting up. You see, like it's trying to put back the head. The neck is trying to put in the neck like that. That's not normal. You can take a look at the way this one looks. The neck is down. It now looks like like those like it's got a small neck. Wow, it's got a big neck. So you'll notice, like, most of the beds that I captured here, they their necks, they were putting their necks down. And the other symptom is, you see your beds to be, dozing. They are dozing while they are standing. Those are some of the symptoms to show that your beds are not really well. You see this one, the way it's dozing like that. It's dozing while it's standing, which is not good for beds. Beds are supposed to sit down when they are dozing. But now it's because there's a reaction in the stomach, so it's like it gets worse when they sleep while they are seated. They are not comfortable to sit down because of when they sit down, it's like in the stomach there, the reaction gets worse with the diarrhea they are having. Most of the time, when chickens are having diarrhea, sometimes it's because of sometimes you find like there's a lot of proteins and nutrients in the feed. Sometimes you can find like it's just an infection that has happened. So there are many ways how beds get affected, but all in one, all we can say is, like, if we can react fast. As you take a look at this bed, look at the way it looks. So because I spend a lot of time in my poultry, so I'm able to notice like my beds are not okay and my beds are fine. So as I took a look at these beds, even somebody can tell, like, okay, these beds are not okay, they're not active. So my beds started developing diarrhea. So I looked at them, I spent time here, I was like, this is not the normal way my beds are supposed to act. My beds are supposed to sleep sitting down, not sleep standing. This is something wrong. As you take a look, even the feathers are not okay. So according to what I know, and according to my studies about beds, I took some time. I was like, no, 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 my beds are not okay. So as you take a look, just check. You can see, maybe these are one of the symptoms you can see from your beds. That is if you spend time with your beds. As for me, I spend a lot of time with my beds. So this happened, like, like during midday. That's when I noticed, like, my beds are not okay. So I took some time, like, okay, let me check what's going on. So I started checking out. Mostly when it's diarrhea, you hear from the poo-poo. The poo-poo is not good. So I checked on the poo-poo. When they poo-poo, then I saw, like, okay, things are not okay. So that's what happened. I was like, okay, I think now we have a problem here, and we need to react fast, because we don't want to lose any beds, and we don't want to keep sick beds. That's the way it is. We need only healthy beds. So so that's what happened. So I know the medicine I'm supposed to use. Probably it's a must. I'll put it in. I'll show you the pic. I'll take a pic of the medicine, then I'll join the video for the next day coming, how they will perform. So today we'll take a look. As you take a look, it's not all of them, it's some of the beds. So if I let it be like that, there will be more beds like that. So as we take a look, so now this is now the next day, because I gave them like midday time. That's when I gave them the medicine, and now this is the morning day now. Like in the morning I had to go and check them, and according to the way they look, you can take a look how they are looking. So otherwise, even right now they are still drinking water with the medicine that I gave them, the one that I've just shown in the joining of the video. I've put it there so you can check. Maybe you might want to use the same medicine when your beds are not okay. So as you take a look at these beds, this is in the morning now. From that previous day I gave them in the midday, then this is the morning time now. So now you can take a look how the performance is. There's a change in the performance. You see, like most of them are upright, and most of them are asleep. They're not putting their head in like the way they were putting the other day. As you take a look how active now they are, they just drank it in like I can say maybe it's not even 24 hours. I can say maybe about 18 hours. They drank like 18 hours of that water, and this is how they look. So if they can reach up to 24 hours, that means they will be perfectly fine. So as you take a look, in 18 hours time they look like this, which means the time they can spend they can drink this medicine for 24 hours, your beds are okay. But the recommendation is your beds are supposed to drink it 2 to 3 days. So which means I still have about a day. That is, I need to give them the whole day today. Then I'll check how they are doing during the day. Then I'll see how they are doing. But otherwise, the disease is going away, which is a good thing. So we have hope, and we are having a good time because our beds now are fine. None of the beds are still sick. No, just in 18 hours you can see the results how they are looking, which is a good thing. So guys, I'll keep on saying this. Please guys, spend time with your beds. It's such a bad thing for me to see people complain, like on this social media they complain, no, my beds are dying, I don't know what's going on. They just mostly I've noticed people just go on and start complaining how their beds are dying without checking out what's going on. Before you start complaining, it's better you check the reaction, the behavior, the poo-poo, and every other aspects that you need to check. That's when now, instead of complaining, saying my beds are dying, my beds are doing this and that, my beds don't have appetite, you just ask. Like for example, maybe in a group you ask the group of poachers, you ask like, guys, my beds are having diarrhea, my beds are not performing well, my beds are having these symptoms, like part of the symptoms are showed here. Then somebody who's got knowledge of about the disease, they'll just say, okay, use this medicine because beds act like that when they're having this and that. That's how we can help each other in poultry farming. But if you just say my beds are dying because of this and that, you don't spend time with your beds. That's why they are dying. So if you spend time, they won't die. So as in for my beds, you can take a look. Just in 18 hours time, they are performing well like that, which means me, the time that I spend with my beds is okay. So I make sure I spend time with my beds. So as you can see, I can't even have any bed dying because I've reacted real fast. So it's the same thing should apply to you guys. Spend time with your beds. Me, I didn't lose any bed, and today, according to the way I saw them yesterday and the way I'm seeing them today, they are perfect now, in a good condition. They are not like the way they are. You can take a look how active they are like that. They are not like this when you saw them on the the video at first. So like this, you see, even you guys, you can still apply this same method of spending time with your beds, 2 to 3 hours. It's for safety of your business and your beds. If you don't want to lose more beds, that's for me. I make sure I check up on my bed. Take a look how they are looking. This is awesome now. My beds look okay. There's nothing wrong with them. So even you guys, you can spend time with your beds like that, so that you don't have any mortality. As in for me, I don't have time to start complaining like, no, my beds are dying, I don't know what's going on with them. No, I know what's going on with them. Even if I want to consult from somebody, I'll just tell them these are the symptoms, this is that, and this that. Even if I want to check maybe on Google, or maybe I want to check on someone, I'll give them these same symptoms so that they give me the answers. So that's the way it is, guys. Give them the symptoms and they'll give you the answers. So as you go on with your poultry. So thank you, guys. Make sure you do that.